you ask anybody who's been faking it, ask them when did they actually start feeling confident. Just raise that question. Chances are you know what the response is. Girl, I still faking it. So guess what? Real confidence was never built. The truth is, faking confidence can actually hold you back. So I'm going to show you today why pretending doesn't work and how to build real, unshakable confidence from inside out.
Okay.
And the reason why I say it holds you back is because if you're faking it to actually get the real results, it is very slow. And sometimes they're still faking it till forever, and you'll believe that they have confidence and they don't. So we're building it. We're not faking nothing. If we're not confident, that's okay. Right now, I want you to know that confidence is a learned behavior. So anything else you see we learn, let's just throw that outside for the time that we're throwing everything else and we're emptying our mind to take new information. So confidence is a learned behavior. It's a skill, it's a muscle. You can train yourself to be confident and it will stick. So you don't have to fake it. You can wear it, you can live it, you can breathe it, you can eat it, you can feel it.
But some persons will argue if you fake it long enough, then you actually become it.
Yeah, but ask a lot of people that's faking it how long it took them to get to that point to feel confident. Some of them don't reach there yet. And they've been faking it from the time Jesus was a boy. And Jesus is a man now.
I'm not even...
No comments? You're not going?
No, what? No, I'm not going there at all.
But you did mention, Steve,
Right.
that if it feels like an attack, it sounds like you were faking it till you make it. Were you one of those that used to say fake it till you make it?
Not really, never.
Okay.
You know, and as a personality, an event host, all of that, sometimes I can tell you, going on stage, no matter how many times you've done it, there's always nerves. You get nervous, you get afraid, and
Yes.
then that whole, what you call it, is one of your favorite, one of your things to say. You know, one of your life coachy things.
It's not telling me one of my life coaching
One of your
things
life
to say.
coachy things. Hold on. Hello, help me.
I have a lot of life coaching things apparently. You say I didn't say, so I don't know which one.
Okay, syndrome. It's a syndrome.
Imposter syndrome, yes.
Kicks in very, very often. And then it's like, am I supposed to be here? And do I act like I'm supposed to be here? So that so I can normalize. So this is why I say sometimes faking it might lead to actually bringing it out. No.
In an essence, I see what you're saying, but you see what you being nervous regardless of how many times you do it, that's a normal reaction.
Okay.
And the fact that every time you do it, you still feel that way because even if it's a familiar concept, your audience change, the type of event change, your surroundings change. Each time you level up and you adjust in that aspect. It's not the same set. If it was the same set of people every time you go and take the mic, girl, you don't even care what the people who's sitting on there, who not sitting on there. Right? It is the fact that the circumstances around it change. You understand? It's new. So it's familiar and new at the same time. Hence the nerves always kicking in. So it doesn't matter how many times you do radio personality, but every time you do it, you don't do it to the same audience. You don't do it to the same caliber of people. You don't do it in the same space. You don't do it in the same, it's not in the studio. It's not like, let's say, it's not you singing in your shower. It's a different place.
Right.
Each time it's a different place. And just that difference is what triggers the nerves. It's not really that it doesn't believe that you cannot do it, Just the idea of the unknown, new, will make you nervous.
Okay.
When the imposter syndrome comes in and question, it usually, as we mentioned at the time, it's like a whisper. But imposter syndrome really ties to like your self-doubt and your self-belief. Because if you believe I am, nobody else can tell you you're not. Let me tell you. I might not even be there, but if I believe I am me.
So the imposter syndrome would definitely impact your confidence as well.
Most definitely. And it also brings light because a lot of what the whispers will bring light to how you truly see yourself or view yourself. Like, as you mentioned, you say, girl, what you doing there? Who you think you are? These are things, your identity, sometimes you question who you are on your own. So these whispers are things and conversations that you've had with yourself that just happens to come to the surface at a not very good time. Yeah, like the timing. Yeah.
These old voices got power as well.
The timing is a bit off, but it's not like new questions that throws you off. It's familiar statements that you've said, but it's your inner critic that just come in. The timing, when you're already nervous, your guard already down, you're already overthinking and overwhelmed given the situation, and then you hear the little whispers come in.
Listen, hot, you sweating, you were 5 minutes late. You have to go on the stage there.
Yes. And then you're in the whisper. You sure you know what you're doing? Yeah, girl, just move on the stage. Just move there. What you doing there? You don't see the amount of people that in the crowd.
Hey, damn on there.
Yeah, let me tell you. What if you make a bullet? You should make sure you're English in it so you don't come out sound. You understand?
Naturally.
So all of these little things come at you, but it really, that's why the mind is such a powerful thing. And I like the area and the profession that I took because everything goes back to the mind.
Mm-hmm.
Success, happiness, love, everything, expectations. And if you don't know how to manage it, you ever used to watch the show You Are the Weakest Link? Goodbye?
I've heard of it, no.
Yes. So when you see that man used to say that, I used to feel it for other people. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. And so he was saying it, and you were off the show at that moment.
Wow.
Yeah, that was my girl. Once you get that line, that's it. You're running in the show finish. Bye bye. No look back, no nothing. So if you cannot manage it, you are the weakest link. You will be drowned in until you cannot drown again.
Right.
Yeah. Basically.
So what about those days where, let's say you are confident, right? But then there are days, maybe something happened that threw you off your game a little and your confidence dropped.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that happens normally. So wouldn't you say, okay, if I know on a regular day my confidence is at a 10, but today my confidence has dropped because of whatever situation that happened to me, is it not possible or okay for me to act like I am 100% okay and act like my number 10?
I have had those moments actually.
Right.
Yes, guys, believe it or not, I'm a real person. But I've had those moments where something happens that, especially when I'm not feeling well, I'm not my best. Mm-hmm. My energy is not heightened, and I feel like my clients and everybody matches my energy. So I don't fake it. In moments where I realize that my confidence is not the best, I actually have mini pep talks with myself. So in that moment, before I get onto a client call or before I go to talk, training, whichever it is that I'm doing, I'm like, okay, Sarah, today we're not feeling good. However, this is not something that we cannot do. So we're going to go out today and we're going to give our 70% because that's where we're at. And I'm like, the day we give the 70%, 70% is all we had. So it's actually 100% that we give. So I don't beat myself on it.
Right.
So I meet me where I'm at. So I don't have to fake it. And and I also bring light to it before, like sometimes we're afraid of the questions or the judgmental things people say. So I'll be with clients and they'll be like, you're a little less perky today or a little less. But I'm like, yeah, I have this pain, I have a joint pain, about 2 weeks ago, I couldn't move my right hand. And I had clients that I had to give the heads up because I have to tell them I have to scribble. So when you speak, I have to take a little time to try and get the thoughts out because I couldn't use the hand. Mm-hmm. And just from the initial meeting, either they will see my hand wrap up or just notice my persona and be like, are you okay? Mm-hmm. And then I would address it. And I feel like me also bringing light to it makes me feel less guilty. And I can just sit with, okay, 70% I have today, I'm going to give 70%.
Right.
And that's where we're at. Now, for the faking it, why I see it is terrible advice is because behind psychology, the psychology behind it, the science behind it is your brain knows that the act isn't true. So you're starting to create internal tension, which is not necessary. The brain is like, oh, why are you forcing me to do that? We don't like to do that. Mm. Yeah. And then you feel that mental exhaustion. You feel extra tired from doing something that you regularly do. And you'll be like, but why I feeling so low? Because you took all your energy faking it today. You don't have no energy for nothing else because you used up all what you wasn't supposed to use up.
Right.
And so now you're running on empty. Like they say, your check light come on already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Also, surface level impact. People may believe you initially, but your energy gives away your insecurity. You know what, somebody that faking it, you never pick up, I've picked up people faking it. And then when you catch them in that zone or you maybe try to have a conversation, it's not flowing, my girl. It's not flowing. The act cannot hold up. And then that's when you realize, okay, or I did say, that person don't really know what they're saying. Like you're picking it up after you have a conversation, after they say what they say or whatnot. You're like, yeah. How you gonna tell me about being confident? You guys are not confident. Like, what we doing here? Right? And also, relying on fake prevents you from addressing real fears or gaps that you have. So, faking it runs the risk of you naturally self-sabotaging because you're not allowing yourself to feel without judgment and give you all the necessary and healthy emotions like self-compassion, give yourself grace. We do it for everybody else, but we tend to be hard on ourselves. So when you're faking it, you're forcing yourself to produce something that it cannot really maintain. And also you don't allow yourself to go through what you're going through. So how are we able to address your fears or gaps or areas of opportunity if you're always faking it? How are we supposed to fix the problem? Because you keep patching it up. We just moving past. Like, yeah. Until when we try and look underneath the mat have a whole house because we just put dusting it under the mat, Steve.
Right,
yeah.
Yeah.
All that dust, we make a little dust house. Yeah. All that dust.
Okay, I am so sorry. I understand exactly what you're saying, but at the same time, in my head, I'm picturing a little dust house.
You know what? That's why you see wrong focus. Wrong focus.
Okay, sorry.
Refocusing. Yes. So these are why I say it's not really good advice, right? Because these things don't benefit you in the long term. And it's easy for your confidence to be shaken afterwards anyways. Because we didn't really get anything to stick. If we're dusting it underneath and we're not allowing ourselves to understand, where we can improve and what we can strengthen, because it can be strengthened. Once it comes to the mind, there is no impossible stuff, Given to neuroplasticity, which is your brain's ability to adapt and adjust as you go through life, and that's for any age. So that's from baby to 55 plus, 60 plus. The neuroplasticity does not die out. Maybe it might not be as strong as you age, but it's not a case where it's not possible.
Right.
So because of that, I know those suppressing and those faking it really does not benefit you. Allow yourself to see where you can improve and where you can grow. The first one to build real confidence for me is one, self-trust and competitiveness building, right? Competitiveness in an aspect of like our competence, understanding what we're good at, honing in on our strengths. Because a lot of times when you see we have self-doubt, we're focusing on the wrong thing. All we know at the time is everything that we're bad at. But then when we start to talk about your strength, your confidence starts to build up because you realize, I'm really good at that. So ask yourself today, what is something that you find that you're really good at? Like you on your own, really good at. Also, what is something that people have said to you that you're really good at? These are some of your strengths. These are some of the areas of you that you dismiss it because you figure everybody else is good at it. No. That's a strength. Because if I can say, okay, Steve, you're really good at radio, because you are. And your voice is very distinct. It is. So when I hear the ads, I'm able to say that's Steve. And there's a lot of people doing ads. But there is something about when you do it, it gets your attention. You understand? So you might be like, okay, there's other radio personality people. Yes, that's true. But there's something about yours that it's easy to distinguish. A lot of people can get lost in the noise. But you can hear and be able to say, okay, that's Steve on that ad.
So I'm just saying you're not going to clip this and use it as a ad for myself, okay? Just saying.
You have to pay me for that, sister. Let me
a little endorsement.
Let me write
do it properly.
Let me write a contract there for you to try and give me royalties. Every time you run that ad and somebody watch it, have to get a percentage.
Oh, wait, boy. You can't get nothing for free these days, boy.
Not at all, right? Confidence grows from repeated small wins. So celebrating your small wins. I want you all, apart from these two questions of realizing what you think you're really good at, what people have said to you that they find you're really good at, pick a micro goal, a mini goal, right? And you achieve it for the day, celebrate it. So if all you did today was survive the day and not cry, especially if you used to cry a lot, that's a win.
Right.
You went through the day and some of your basic, somebody will say your simple tasks for the day, you got them done, celebrate that. Some of us, you know how many times we leave our house and our bed never make for the day? You know how many days the bed no make? And the week's just so busy, we don't have time to do it. You understand? But you get up today that you have time, make your bed. You have time, maybe even make breakfast. You understand what I'm saying? Another time to buy food on the go. All of that is a win. Today we were able to shop for ourselves. We fed ourselves. Right. We made our bed. Even us that have the chair with all our clothes when we take it out. When we finally fold that clothes, yeah, right. How am I talking, Steve? I'm looking for them. What are you looking?
Nothing.
Right? A micro goal, something that is not big, but it's something that you've been putting off, and you finally get it done. That's a win. We're celebrating that. As you continue to celebrate that, you start to build self-trust. And your mind is like, okay, so we're good at follow through, and you understand we can do these things. And as it believes you can do these things, guess what? You start to feel more confident in doing it. Next thing you know, you're making your bed every day. You come in on a talk show now and run people down about not making the bed. You understand? Right? You master it now, so you feel like you can pull people out of it.
Self-awareness is a wonderful
Let me
thing.
tell you, I haven't had. I think it was a couple of months ago we had to talk about the chair and the clothes.
Right.
I haven't had that in a while, sister. I've been folding my clothes.
Hey, look
Let
at
me
you.
tell
Look at
you.
you.
So that's why I can come on the show now and tell
Level
people
up.
it's a win. It's a win, right?
Yeah, I don't have the chair anymore.
You don't have the chair.
Yeah, I don't have the whole clothes of chair clothes with the chair just full of clothes anymore. They're on the side of the bed.
I was about to say I know the clothes.
They're on the bed with me.
You don't. They're on the bed with you, babes. That's a problem.
Yeah, half the bed is mine, half is for the clothes now. Don't worry, I'll fix it.
Yes, please. Yes, please. And when you do, celebrate.
Yes. I fold
Celebrate.
one outfit a day.
Okay, don't celebrate. Because if half your bed is the clothes, those one outfit a day, don't celebrate. I cannot afford to allow you to celebrate that. Don't celebrate. When you do all the clothes,
Right.
celebrate. That's when you can stretch your legs on your bed and roll how you want. That one outfit that they don't even make a dent. Because once the outfit you take is maybe leggings and socks. Or a vest. That not even counting. Leggings not holding no space, Steve. I wish some people in my life could see outfits. I don't really know it. They're not counting. So no, we're not celebrating that.
Okay.
All the clothes.
Okay.
Good.
Half.
Anyways, guys, I'm moving on to the next step. I'm disregarding Steve trying to negotiate with me. Right? So confidence isn't about just looking perfect. It is about being aligned. Right? So as I mentioned, realizing and meeting yourself where you are, like what I do. So acknowledge and realize where you're at. If you're not feeling your best and you feel like you're at a 60%, give 60% today. That's actually 100% because that's all you had to give.
Mm-hmm.
So allow yourself to feel without judgment and meet you where you are. So in days when you are at 100% and you give 100%, guess what? You realize like, hey, you're feeling good regardless.
Mm-hmm.
If you give your 60%, because I still, if all I had is 60 is 100% that day. Because I gave all the 60 I had. My check light come on already and I still reached to my destination and I gave it all I had. Yeah, so meet you where you are. And next thing I want you to do is... another thing I think some people say is when they compliment somebody, right? I actually have an asterisk by that point because I feel like you might be forcing yourself to compliment somebody. Like, don't just, right? I say that because when I said I was talking about confidence today, somebody mentioned that they feel good when they compliment others. But I feel like giving yourself a task to compliment somebody, if you don't feel like in the mood today, you're not going to sit right. You're not going to build no confidence. Huh?
So that person feels good by making other people
feel good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but then if I'm at my 60%, I'm not feeling well, I don't think what's going to come to my mind is to compliment Steve. I would just want to get through my day, Steve. If I'm being quite honest.
But if that is what makes this person feel fulfilled, feel more positive,
right,
fill their cup, can we actually look at it and say, no?
Well, for me, no. But that's why I mentioned it and have an asterisk by it because I'm giving my view as for me. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like it works for me. But if it's something that is considerable for you, then you can go ahead and try it. Where complimenting somebody else, hey, and the other person say, thank you. Like, that made my day. Yeah. Be like, either my lady or the mister, your shoes are nice or that clothes, your shit nice. I like your shit. I like your haircut.
Yeah. I mean, like, and some people's reactions to the compliments, it makes you feel nice as well. Mm-hmm. Generally.
Yeah, there's people that has that genuine reaction. For me, saying every day, try to compliment somebody is where I have the asterisk for because I feel like sometimes you go through the day and that does not happen. And I don't feel like it should be a daily task where every day you tell yourself you have to compliment somebody today.
That's the do-gooders list.
Yeah, but sometimes, Steve, your day gets busy. Now, the point of what we're doing is not faking it and doing things that feel aligned. So if you get it done, it no longer has free flow. That's the point I'm getting at too. It becomes a task now where you figure you have to get it done. Because if it's not done, then you're going to be disappointed. You're going to beat yourself up about it because you didn't complete it on your list. You get what I'm saying? And that defeats the healthy emotions that we're trying to get at.
And what happens if you run into somebody that you don't see anything you actually genuinely like?
Oh my God, Steve, I feel like that question. I just foresee that he was going to
So that is even more taxing on the brain and emotions because
you have to be like, boy, but I don't see nothing that I can possibly.
Your mouth smells nice.
No, Steve, you cannot say that. Once you mention the mouth, that's offensive to some people. That can be a trigger. Don't do those kind of compliments, Steve.
Why not? I
Your
mean, like,
mom smells nice.
yes, you have a nice.
I know there are some people that when you walk up to them and you tell them my mom smells nice, they're not taking that as a compliment. Steve,
Hello, I tried it.
Steve, I know that's not even a try. That's a fail. You're not walking up to me and come and tell me your mom smells. What?
No, we've been talking for a while.
No. What you can like if you want to talk about scents, telling somebody they smell good.
Yeah.
Yes, it's different than your mouth.
I'm just saying, like, generally, there are some people that when you meet them, it's not anything, anything against them, but like, you're not generally just, you don't find anything about them at the moment delightful.
No, I get that,
you
but
know,
your
so-
default is your mouth smells. I still cannot move
Well,
past
that's
that.
out of the box. That's out of the box. No, but then it opens room for discussion.
No, maybe
So
that
what about
discussion you might not be ready for that. There is something about that. If you don't want no smoke, you don't want that smoke, Steve.
This is why it is very important for you to know your friends, people.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Know your friends and know the people you associate with. Do not go and tell random people.
Matter of fact, guys,
about their
listen to
breath.
the coach. Don't take no advice from Steve. Steve is not licensed to give no kind of advice.
Hello, I'm a CEO.
You're not licensed for that kind of advice, so to tell people, go and tell people. No, Steve. The sense you smell good. I actually like that. I've had that been told to me, and I feel good about it. Like, oh, you smell nice. I'm like, oh, like, hey.
Yes.
Let me tell you, and I just want to hold and preserve that perfume because it hits in.
Half a chick a day.
Let me tell you, I try and keep it until I can buy another one because if you tell me it's smelling good, then
That's half a chick.
I've had that walking on my own business, and I've passed like in front of people, and I've had people say, "Oh,
You smell nice.
you smell so nice." I'm like, I'm flipping my hair, okay. I smell good.
You see?
No,
the
Steve,
power of a compliment.
Steve,
Just say
yes, the power. I thought you was coming to say about the mouth because that's why I tell you Steve, because
Hello.
because it's not good. I don't think the compliments should be a daily task. I think if you say for the week or maybe for the month, try to compliment people where you can, so that way you make that goal flexible.
Or how about can we also switch it up? Perhaps a good deed versus just paying compliments.
Yeah, you can do that. The good deed, I guess, it still falls underneath the line of, I guess, when you make somebody feel good, their reaction makes you feel good.
Yeah.
But I still go back to the point of not making it a daily thing, because then it defeats the purpose, and then you maybe rush and do it, and you make comments like what Steven made, because you're in the heat of it, and you don't have nothing to say. So you just say.
I'm just saying, you have to have a certain relationship with somebody for you to be able to smell their mouth and be able to say that their mouth is smelling has a lovely scent. I don't know, maybe they're having one of those this tropical scented bubble gums.
Steva, I have another comment here. I love when people tell me I like your height. Some people like that.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's a good thing.
Pocket size.
Yeah, you never got compliments on your height? No? Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you have them kind of right ideas. Look, Trisha say the mouth smells nice is a no. You see, I am not the only person. I am not the only person that sees that's a terrible thing to tell somebody.
I kind of feel like if you can give someone, you can say something about the negative side of it, where you will tell somebody, my boy, my girl, here's a mint. You understand?
Right.
You can say that. I don't see why you cannot also give the positive side.
No, because you see, that's just a ticklish thing. And people tend to take offense. Once you start talking about certain parts of them, it doesn't matter if it's positive, they're seeing it negative.
So that's why you cannot just walk up to somebody and give them a piece of gum.
Let me say, let's move past the point, because you see what Steve are opening there. Steve are putting all of us in trouble.
Okay, sorry. So let's build our confidence.
Yes, and then the last one is each morning. So far we have what you think you're strong at, what you're good at, sorry. That would be your strength, what people have complimented you on. The next point we had for building is the pep talks. I said that feels aligned. Meet yourself where you are. So if you're at 60%, then give 60%. Then we have the compliments. And then the last thing is I want you to do mirror pep talks. So I want you each morning, look yourself in the eye. You should have time to do that. It's only 3 statements I want you to say. I am proud of blank. I am capable of blank. And I choose to blank. All right?
Okay.
And that can be anything. So, you can get with the money, say, like, proud of you for not snoozing the alarm 5 times this morning. You understand? Like, you actually get up on the 3rd one. Yeah.
Instead of the 6th one.
Instead of the 6th one, you understand?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm proud that we didn't tussle this morning. I'm proud that we made the bed, right? I am capable of achieving the things I want to get done today. All right, I'm capable of trying my best. That's what you can say to achieve the things on my list. And if I don't, I can try again. And then today you can say, today I choose to be happy despite of what's going on, or I choose to see the positive in things today. All right, these things hit differently, and it's just a conversation. It's very personal, very vulnerable. If you and yourself in the mirror, and you find something to be proud of, or even something that you like about yourself, you can put that in. You understand? You watch yourself, say, hey girl, I like how you do your makeup today, which is what I did to myself before I come here. I was like, oh, I like how you did your makeup today, girl.
I actually do like your look today.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice look.
I had a pep talk with myself this morning. This afternoon when I got it done, I was like, ooh, look at you. I had that conversation with me today. And then I was like, okay, well, you know what? Regardless of what happens today, my mindset is going to be a good show. Yeah. Because I opened it to get people's views. I'm like, I allow myself to see other people's opinion and, take it from there. So I actually had those things done. I didn't do them in the morning, but I did them this afternoon. Okay. All right. So you can do that any times of the day. Sit with yourself, acknowledge you. Like, hey, girl, you're looking good. Wait for somebody to say you're looking good. Tell yourself, hey, sis.
You look nice.
Hey. My fellas, when you get your mark done, I mean, it's nice when your spouse say, but eat yourself and say, hey, boy, we not looking like cavemen again today. There, you understand? We looking fresh.
Hello, don't get us wrong. Some of us like a little scruff. You know what I'm saying? But
well, yeah, but then the fellas know. Thank you, Katie. So yeah, the fellas know we do that. And another bonus thing is your style. Mm-hmm. Right? Wear outfits that make you feel comfortable. So you're not dressing for others. Whatever feels comfortable, whatever feels aligned today, be doing that. Like when I got up today and after having clients this morning and I'm like, okay, I have to come on the radio today. I'm like, I don't feel like combing my hair. That's just the feeling that it was. And when I said that, I'm like, okay, I'm going to wear a wig today. And then I'm like, what crossed my mind was like, okay, Sarah perception. Because I'm like, I'm going to wear a wig and I saw it was raining. So I'm like, I'm going to put a hat. So I had that little voice tell me, girl, what if the people listening in gets, they start to judge you based on the whole hat and wig thing? Because normally everybody sees you with your short cuts and your blonde hair and whatever. And then I was like, in the same breath, I was like, I could care less. Because I feel comfortable today. That's what I felt like doing today. Mm-hmm. And I felt like if I came and I forced myself to put the mousse in my hair and put the leave-in conditioner and come here, I don't think I would have been so upbeat because I just wasn't in the mood to do that. Mm-hmm. So it would have taken a lot of energy for me to try and comb that out and do that stuff to be here. Right. So I did what feels aligned with me, and you do that. With your outfits, do what feels comfortable. Therefore, if things have to be said, you tend to feel unbothered because you're feeling good about yourself. Like nothing you say gonna check that for you. Right? So I want y'all to try that today, and I want y'all to give me your feedback. Faking confidence only takes you so far. Real confidence is built on self-trust, as we mentioned, authenticity, and emotional mastering. Meeting yourself where you're at.